Hello, y'all. Welcome to my channel. For those of you returning, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, hello. My name is Erica. I'm a homeschooling, homemaking mama of 5. Today, we are cleaning up the disaster aftermath of my weekend. We had a baby shower at my house, and then we were gone the majority of the time. When we weren't having the baby shower. So my house got messy really, really quickly. There are 7 of us in here, and then we have 3 dogs and 1 cat. So my house is constantly chaotic and there is always something to clean. So I do clean, seems like almost all the time, but messes will still get caught up with you if you got to leave your house or something else like that. So, you know. Anyway, so I'm just loading up my dishes right here. They did sit in the sink for about a day or two, a little bit longer than they should have. If I'm on top of things and I don't have anywhere to go, then I do a load in the evenings. And then, in the mornings they get unloaded and put back up. That's how I like to normally do it. But y'all, I have not mastered the art of multitasking. So, like, if I've got to go somewhere during the day, the house usually suffers. To y'all that are able to keep your house clean and leave, how do you do it? Like, what am I? Do I just have too many people in my house? It's just not possible, or I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe I just have too much stuff, and it's hard to determine what the right amount of stuff is when you have, again, 7 people, and we also homeschool. So I keep a lot of stuff for projects and that type of stuff. A lot of these dishes I could have put in the dishwasher, but I didn't have the space for it. And honestly, I didn't want to look at a dirty sink anymore. The dishes had sat there long enough, and I was tired of looking at them coming and going from the house. So I just washed the rest of them by hand. And again, my sink, it's not stopped up. This is a double wide, and the plumbing is different than it is in a house. And mine just wasn't meant for a sink this big, or like with the 2, drains, or with just the 1 drain. So it drains a little bit slower than it should. But that's what that water is. I don't like to soak my dishes. I like to wash them, spray them each individually and scrub them off. And then I usually let the water, like you see right here, run into a pan. So if it's something that really needed to soak or needed some extra water, I'm not really wasting the water. And, I feel better about it that way. But that's how I like to do my dishes. Everybody's different. Y'all may not like the way I do dishes, and that's perfectly fine. It'd be a dull and boring world if we all did things the same way, wouldn't it? When we first moved here, my cleaning goal for myself was that every night I would go to bed and my island would be clear, or it would be put back together. And I have to say, we've been here 4 years almost. It'll be 4 years in August. And I've done pretty well to, in general, keep it clear. So, I mean, there are some times, like this weekend, and it usually is on the weekend, that it stays a little cluttered, or, it needs a little bit extra love. But I'm really proud of myself for, how I've kept it. But again, things get messy, and yes, there are a lot of areas I could improve in, but you just slow and steady wins the race, I guess. I'm not sure what race I'm running here, because I guess by the time my kids are gone, my house definitely won't be as messy, or at least I hope. And this counter space, of course, got cluttered up again real quick. I don't like to keep anything on this counter except for my little tart burner in the corner. I've accepted that if I have stuff out, I won't dust behind it, I won't wipe behind it, and it usually will tend to gather more stuff around it. It's like any type of decorative thing I have up there is a magnet for other stuff. So I just keep my surfaces as clear as I possibly can. And that's just something I've accepted about myself. I love to have a lot of stuff out. Like, I like little tchotchkes and knickknacks and pictures and figurines and all that stuff. But I want to have a clean house more than I want to have, things that are pleasing to my eye. If I want that, then I can, look at artwork or, something else. I don't know. But that's just something I've accepted about myself, and I'm good with it. This was some gross meatball juice. I don't know, grease, whatnot, it came off. So just showing y'all some satisfying wiping. This was more Joe's mess than it was from the baby shower, so that's why you see him going back and forth and cleaning up his stuff. I mean, there was some tissue paper and everything else. And you will notice a change of clothes. That's because I did this over 2 days. This was in the evening, I believe, and I was just trying to get it cleaned up so my husband and I could watch TV in here that night because I did not want to sit in the messy living room. And then my kitchen, because of course it was just gross and it needed clean. No, I did some of my kitchen. I take that back. I didn't do the dishes. I did the dishes the next day, the following day. But I cleaned off the counters and stuff. But Joe had toys and stuff everywhere. Those chairs too, they just collected a bunch of stuff as well. Y'all, there's my little faithful Lulu. Everywhere I go, she goes. Those were my Toby mugs, y'all, that I found at a thrift store for a 99 cents. They ended up being worth like $75 online. Or, well, I don't know if they were worth that, but that's what they were selling for. And my bedroom. It's messy. Okay, so I got a little bit of a confession. I was talking to my grandmother, and she said she's so supportive and just such a wonderful woman. And she was noticing how a lot of y'all have said in the comments that you appreciate how real I am. And that, I noticed it too. I hadn't given it too much thought. And you'll notice in the corner of my room, I wasn't going to show this because it was messy and it was really embarrassing, and I didn't clean it up because I was being lazy. And it's kind of gross, but you know what? I'm going to keep true to the part about being real. And I had left there is a bowl of cereal. There are 2 coffee cups over there, I think a glass of water, and then like a frozen meal entree thing, because just this weekend, and it was laziness. That's all it was. I should have gotten up and taken it to the kitchen. I should have just eaten it in the kitchen, but I didn't. I was tired and exhausted, but sometimes that's no excuse, y'all. So I'm not justifying any of it. I'm just explaining. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. I'm just telling y'all where I'm coming from. So the point is, though, I did get to it. I did clean it up, and stuff happens. And, I'm sure somebody else out there has done that too. And, life happens sometimes, and you just got to go with it. But I was just really thinking the whole point of this channel is to give y'all some motivation for cleaning. And if I'm going to take out the really dirty parts, then what's the point of it? So, I mean, this is, I hate the word I don't hate. Hate is such a strong word. That word transparent just annoys me. It makes me feel like it's, see-through. And this is my actual mess. It's definitely not a staged mess. I wish I could say that my house was cleaner than that, but anyway, yeah, this is my laundry room again. And those are clean clothes, y'all. I've been throwing them on the floor. I don't understand why I've been doing that. Well, I do know. I've been just pulling them out trying to get caught up with the laundry, and I just didn't want to fold it. And I know I'm busy, and I know I have a lot to do, but I guess I need to schedule my time better because stuff isn't getting done, and clean clothes don't need to be sitting on the floor. But mine are, and they will again, and I will film it again for y'all, and I'm sure I'll give you the same speech of, I know they shouldn't be there, and blah, blah, blah. Don't y'all love this outfit that I got? It comes from this very chic designer store called the Walmart. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I don't think any of that came from Walmart. I think it all came from different places. Anyway, that's just what happened. I ripped a hole in my pants, but I didn't feel like taking my leggings off, so I threw my shorts on underneath it, and my feet got cold, so I grabbed the first pair of socks that I had in my drawers, and my husband had them made for me. They've got Lulu's face all over them, so I don't think I went out in these. I have been known to not care about what I'm looking like in the store, especially Walmart. I don't know what it is about Walmart, y'all, but it's almost like you hear it and you go out. It's like I go out of my way to look ridiculous. So I got it all tidied up, and then we finally moved to the table. and I just tidied, just put the stuff in a basket. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the decorations. I didn't throw all of them away. I did throw the banners and stuff because they were ripped and, coming apart. And I think they were just meant to be disposable. But I did keep a lot of the stuff too. My daughters and my son are big Harry Potter fans, so I don't know if they want to decorate the room with it, but I was proud of the stuff that I threw away because normally I would have kept everything. I would have gone through, even pulled the little things off the cupcakes and kept them. And why? Because I don't know. I feel like I will need them again in my, life, because I'm sure I will have another Harry Potter party. And I'm being completely sarcastic. I know, I seriously doubt I will. So there's no reason to keep them. But, I threw away the food signs, which was fine because they were disposable and I had no use for them. I did keep some of the other stuff, and then I donated some of the little pieces too. So, and a lot of the stuff that I decorated with was things I had here at home. So when I say I threw away a lot of it, there was not a lot to throw away. I wasn't wasting. So I do try to be, aware of what I'm doing, and be environmentally friendly, and save and reuse and donate, as much as I possibly can. Well, hello, y'all. Congratulations. You made it to the end of the video. I am super flattered that you all are here, that you watched it all the way through. It is Saturday, so I'm going to do a story time Saturday. I said I was going to start showing off my tattoos, so if that is not something that you want to hear about, talk about, see about, y'all go ahead, stop it here. You are not going to hurt my feelings because I will not know. My kids are running around like crazy, crazy, crazy animals, so if you hear screaming or something like that, just don't pay them any mind. They're just being kids. Okay, so I am a little under the weather. I have TMJ, which means that I grind my teeth really bad to the point that it will mess with this, your lymph nodes and everything, and I get fluid buildup in my ears. I also get awful headaches sometimes, and my jaw hurts real bad. I have to sleep the mouth guard in every night because I grind my teeth. And if I do not sleep with it in, it will take maybe one night, sometimes two, and I have got, congestion and everything else from where it messes with my sinuses and stuff. And I lost my mouth guard. I know this is weird. I think I spit it out in my sleep, and my dog ate it because it is nowhere to be found. Regardless, it was time for a new one anyway. So instead of having, not due for a dentist appointment, which I usually have him make me one, I just ordered one off the internet and made it at home. You just mold it onto your teeth. So anyway, said all that to say that's what I've got, some congestion. Oh, I got my nails done. Trying, something different shape, almond shape. I like black. It's just a classic color. There's nothing weird behind it. I just like it. It tends to go with all my clothes, and that's just my thing. I think it's the new red anyway. It seems like, elegant, classy women used to always have red, and then it got to be kind of a tacky color, which I love it, of course. I do red nails. I alternate between red, black, and green. But I think black is like the new sophisticated color, in my opinion anyway. Not that I'm trying to be sophisticated. I just like it. So, anyway, let's get on to the story time. Let me show you my tattoo first. So that is a male and a female cardinal. I had never heard the expression that when you see a cardinal in your yard, it is a visitor from heaven. And I heard that probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much. I painted a picture of that with the saying in it for my mother-in-law because her father had passed away. My son will come to me. He loves birds. My son, Michael, my 12-year-old, loves birds, loves any type of animals, can tell you male or female. I know the difference, but in birds, it's a little bit more complex than that. And he will always come up and tell me it was, my best friend that she passed away, that she's come to visit me. And so it has a special place in my heart, and that's what I think of. There's few more stories that go along with the Cardinals, but I'm not going to get too in-depth with them because there's a little bit too much personal information that's not specifically about me, so I don't want to be putting other people's information out there. And then a little disclaimer or side note or whatever you want to call it, which is more information about me. I have never been one to have a lot of friends, like casual friends. Like, I just tend to only have close friends. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but if, like, we're going to be friends, we're going to be best friends. I'm going to know your shoe size. I'm going to know what you ate for lunch in 3rd grade in the month of September. Like, I want to know everything. And, you know, vice versa. I don't like the whole awkward intro phase. Like, I just want to skip through it. So a lot of times I'm very, very reserved. And it's not that I'm being picky with who I talk to. I know that's a quirk about myself, that when I start talking to somebody, I don't have a filter, or not really a filter, but I don't have I guess it is, I don't have a filter. Like, I'll ask you everything underneath the sun. Like, I want to know it all right then and there. I don't have boundaries. That's what it is. I have no boundaries with my questions. So if you met me in real life, I probably wouldn't say anything at all, not because I'm being rude, but because I know that about myself, and it can scare a lot of people off. So I have like 5 really close friends. And that's it. And that's not a pity thing. I guess it's more I'd choose quality over quantity, I guess. Not that there aren't a lot of good people out there. And I know I'm missing out on, but I do. I have like 5 really good friends, and they're all my best friends. So when I refer to my best friend, it's one of 5 people. But one of them, she passed away. She was my maid of honor in my wedding. She was there through some of the most difficult times in my life that seemed to just all kind of happen right one after the other. But anyway, that's story time for another time. But that is my cardinal tattoos, and that is why they are so important to me, because they make me, I don't know, just it's just something sweet to think about. Now I notice cardinals, and I've gotten more into birds too. I've got all these bird feeders out in my yard, and they're so sweet to watch, and they're so fragile. Or maybe you just hit a certain age. Maybe it's I'm getting closer to 40. Like, I'm 38, y'all. So it's like all of a sudden there's this natural thing inside of my body that clicks and goes, oh, you're supposed to like birds now. And maybe that's what it is. I just hit the bird phase. I already hit the puzzle phase. I love puzzles. I absolutely love puzzles, but I think y'all already know that. So anyway, that was my story time for today. And I hope you guys are having a blessed one wherever you're at. I hope this wasn't too quirky and weird for you. And if it was, well, I am so sorry. But I thank you all again for watching my videos, and I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.